100 foods to eat before you die. I've been traveling and eating all around the world, and here are the 100 foods you need to eat before you die. And these are in no particular order, so add them to your food bucket list. Number 37, Harrods. Good cloudy, windy morning here in London. Today I'm gonna feast at the largest department store in all of Europe, Harrods. So inside this department store is obviously a lot of clothing, designer brands, perfumes, jewelry. Of course, there are also restaurants and a food hall. So looking at the directory, there's restaurants in every single level almost. This is the food hall. Oh my goodness, that looks so pretty. There's bakeries, rotisseries, a cheese shop. And this is one of the most popular pasta shops in all of London. Look how many selections there are. All these different types of raviolis like pea and shallot, spinach ricotta, sea bass lemon. There's drinks, there's dim sum, burgers, sandwiches, salads, smoked salmon. Oh, look at this. That's some delightful looking seafood. In the next room, you can get a basket for pastries. There's a coffee shop here. There's condiments, snacks. More cakes. This cake looks so freaking delicious. Oh, that smells good. That's coming from the coffee roaster right over here. Tea section. I'm really excited for that. Oh, so many pastries. Oh man, the restaurant's not open yet, but probably about another 40 minutes. I'm gonna grab some stuff and just go eat it outside. This stuff looks so good. All right, just got a bunch of rolls, got some desserts, get a drink. I found so many good things at the food court, so many. A lot of stuff, they don't heat up for you. Some stuff I really couldn't get. There's an amazing sandwich shop in there that was selling lobster sandwiches, truffle egg sandwiches, wagyu katsu sandals, and they offered a sandwich platter, which I'm so appreciative of. And this thing is prawn sandwich, a lobster sandwich, and a truffle egg sandwich. So amazing looking. Also, for some reason, everywhere I go, when I buy a can of Diet Coke or a can of soda, they're around 4 pounds. This big bottle of sparkling water, $1.90. Every one of them sitting on a butter roll. Ah, oh, this looks so good. Freaking delicious. If I was taking them home, I would dump out the top filling, toast up the butter roll, and restuff it back in. The prawns are so delicately sweet. You get a crunch from the lettuce and a pop and sweet juice from the tomatoes. The rolls are buttery and delicious, and I just cannot wait to pop to the next one. This is a truffle egg sandwich. You have to get this. If you're ever here, wow, my heart is still pounding from that bite. I mean, if you don't love truffle, this is horrible for you, but if you like truffle, which I do, this is just mind-blowing. It's not even just truffle oil. I see the truffles shaved onto the eggs. The egg is delightfully light. The texture is so velvety. And again, that truffle bomb of flavor. I mean, I've only had 2 bites of sandwiches right now, but that's the best one. Not even close. This is the lobster sandwich. They give you a good chunk of lobster on this thing. The lobster meat is so sweet. I think there's a little creamy mayo on the bottom. The highlight is 100% that sweetness of the lobster. Also, 3 of these little sandwiches, I mean, this is like half a lobster roll. It's 12 pounds for all 3 of these sandwiches. I think it's a really good deal. Again, like you get a lobster roll with not too much more lobster than that for about $18 to $20. And here you're getting this, you're getting the truffle egg sandwich. It's delicious, it's amazing. So I got an apple soda. Crisp and refreshing. All right, the next one is so cool. This is 16 pounds, tandoori lobster roll. How pretty is that? With some ikura, some gold. I mean, just beautiful. Oh, wait, that's not ikura. I'm looking at it. The light just shine on these pearls. I think it's red onion pearls. That's one of the ingredients. It's not ikura. It looks like it though. Ha. Those little popping pearls just release a tiny bit of heat. The yogurt goes so well with the sweetness of that lobster. This is a work of art in terms of flavor. Also, the crunchy veggies just brings an additional element of refreshingness to this little open-faced sandwich. 2 sandwiches down. Oh. So far, so amazing. This I'm really excited about. This is the truffle club sandwich. First of all, look how perfect this bun is. On the top, you see the shaved truffles. Looks like there's chicken on the bottom with some Iberico ham. This is such a handsome looking sandwich. It would be better if the bun was toasted. This flavor is incredible. First of all, in terms of flavor, the ham holds that down on its own. So delicate, fatty, a little sweet. The chicken is tender. A huge truffle flavor. And the arugula and the greens just gives it a refreshing crunch. I'm so happy with everything I got so far. You gotta check this out. I mean, I love smoked salmon. I've never seen anything like this before. This is like a crepe cake, except it's a salmon crepe cake. Smoked salmon gâteau. Look at this. Some cream on top. This is exactly like a crepe cake, except each layer, instead of crepes, it's a layer of smoked salmon. I smell the dill. I smell the cream, and I'm just gonna stab a fork through. Whoa. Thing kind of cut like a crepe cake. Oh, on the bottom, there's thin layer of toast on the bottom. This just looks so intriguing. It's so hot, super smoky, amazingly flavorful. I think in the middle is layers of creme fraiche in the middle, and there's dill in here as well. So every bite you take, you get the cream, you get that amazing smoky flavor of the salmon. That is so good. That's so good, so good, so good. That's definitely one of the best things I've had so far. All right, dessert time. Oh no! So I kind of messed up. The edge of the box cut into the Harrods cake. This thing is so pretty. But now it just looks like someone punched it in the mouth. It just looks like a mousse cake, a beautiful mousse cake. Actually, this is so good. Creamy mousse. There's chocolate filling on the inside that's dripping down once you cut into it. The bottom's a crunchy cookie. Texture-wise, flavor-wise, this thing is just one of those things that you take a bite, you just want to smile. Pastry number 2, this is called a lomboy. It's basically a long donut. Oh, it's kind of heavy. Chocolate cream in the middle, little brownie bits on top too. This is definitely not as delicate as the Harrods cake. Really delicious nonetheless. I really want to get to this next one. I'm so excited for it. It's a mini pastry collection. I actually don't know what each of these are, but this looks like the Harrods cake I just ate, except in a raspberry flavor. So I think some kind of raspberry mousse cake. It's good. Definitely not as good as the other chocolate one. Oh. That's a lemon tart. That's a delicious lemon tart. What, a lemon meringue tart. Oh, that meringue is like just tasting like, wow. I saw the big one of these. This is a praline. That chocolate is dark. There's delightfully silky mousse. At the same time, there's intense crunch. And it's such a dark chocolate. It has that great bitterness. to go with the sweet. Yeah, that and a plain tart, my favorite thing in this box. My first taste of Harrods food court. It's awesome. There's so many things to choose from. It's definitely not the cheapest place to be buying lunch, but all the food items, all the ingredients, it looks exquisite. You can taste the quality, you can taste the care. I think it's delicious. Also, I got a cookie, not from Harrods, but from Floozies. Floozies makes an amazing cookie. Chocolate chunk, delicious. Here at Pasta Evangelist, this is so cool. I've never sat at a bar like this. Is like kind of an omakase bar where the chef is like right here. Got the 3 pasta sampler. The first one is cacio e pepe. Cacio is cheese, pepe is pepper, so a cheesy pepper pasta with black truffle. That texture is so crazy good. The pasta itself is incredible. It's a thicker pasta, so it's gonna give you a little workout on your jaw. And every time you chew, that creamy sauce, the pepper, the truffle flavor, the cheese, all the flavors just become more and more intense every time you close your jaw. I mean, it's creamy, it's peppery. That's a delicious pasta. Next dish, spicy lobster linguine with sun-dried tomatoes. Look at that. Big chunks of lobster, sun-dried tomatoes, some chilies in here as well, and some spinach. Again, the pasta itself is amazingly good. I think I like this better. This one definitely has tons of heat. Pasta sauce is rich, it's tomatoey. There's nice crunch from the spinach to the chilies. Some asparagus in here as well. That is a delicious plate of pasta. It's the pappardelle with ragu. Delicious, gooey, giant chunks of beef in these wide noodles. This is probably the mildest of the pasta we tried today. Ragu is delicious. The beef is so tender. And that beefy flavor is just in every single bite of this thing. With this one, there's nothing too acidic. The flavors aren't crazy intense. It's just really meaty and good. You can tell right away the quality of the pasta is superb. I'm glad we got these 3 because you got one that's rich and creamy, one that is lighter and spicy, and one that's extremely meaty. So I feel like these 3 are really distinctively different flavors and all delicious in their own way. Plus, like seriously, you're gonna watch the chef just cook the pasta right in front of you. This is a deliciously fun experience. Just grab some lunch. I'm gonna look around and grab some other stuff to take it back to the hotel. And I'm gonna have that for dinner and probably some breakfast. Iberico ham sandwich. Yes. Back at the hotel, dinner time. This is a really interesting dish. This is a spicy basil chicken. There's tons of chilies in here. You can see the basil. And this is fried chicken over rice. This is absolutely fantastic. I feel this burning a hole in my stomach as we speak. This is so incredibly spicy. Chicken is tender. The sauce is great. Very aggressively seasoned. Wow. And the chilies. They are not messing around with this dish. I mean, the spice level is a solid 9 out of 10. And it's done in such a good way because it's really spicy, but that's not all there is to this dish. It actually tastes really, really good. And the sauciness of the chicken goes great with the white rice. For a dish, I just heat it up in the microwave. Absolutely superb. All right, this is really interesting. This is a sausage roll. I've been hearing a lot of good things about it. I'm not really sure what it is. From the outside looking in, it kind of looks like a Hot Pocket, but oh, look at this. This thing is like a giant dumpling. Look at this. Massive meatball on the inside. And the outside is flaky. Obviously, this is a microwave, so it's not gonna be all that flaky. And it's pulled pork and little bits of apple, I think, on the inside as well. So it's called the sausage roll. And so yeah, it's a giant sausage rolled into a pastry. I really like this. I thought it was gonna be really dry. I mean, the sausage is not the juiciest thing, but it's tender and it's spiced phenomenally. You can see the little bits of pulled pork. So this is sausage with pulled pork inside. And also, you can taste the sweetness of the apples as well. I can just imagine this thing actually having a really crusty, flaky outer shell, being just so freaking scrumptious. Even right now, the sausage flavor is so good. I really can taste the potential of this dish. Also, I kind of wish I had some kind of dipping sauce. That would have made this even better. This last dish is really cool. This is a Peking duck in a box. Hoisin sauce, scallions, cucumbers. Oh, this is pretty authentic because it's actually got the thin crepes inside this packaging. Scallions and cucumbers, a little hoisin sauce. The skin is obviously not that crispy. I think this thing, the skin was somehow put through an air fryer and bring back the crispiness somehow. Let's see, roll this up. Obviously, the skin is really soft, and that's of course one of the most distinct characteristics of a Peking duck, the super crispy, melt in your mouth skin. That aside, the flavor from the crepe to the tender duck meat, that's just delicious. I mean, there's really no way to do like a good Peking duck to go, and I totally knew that when I was getting this. I wasn't asking for perfection, I was just asking for not bad, and this is definitely not bad. My favorite thing that I got, 100% that basil rice, that thing's right on my alley. And pretty happy about this as well. Good morning. Breakfast is gonna be the Iberico ham sandwich. I've been waiting for breakfast so I can eat this. Wow, look at this thing of beauty. Stuffed full of Iberico ham on a crispy baguette. Well, it's not gonna be that crispy anymore because it's been sitting in my fridge all night, but that is a ton of ham in this baguette. Also, I think this baguette probably turned a little stale, but oh man, that's a lot of ham. Tons of ham, olive oil. This is probably not the best sandwich to have left sitting in the fridge for the whole night because the bread is a little stale now, but there's just no denying how delicious this ham is. Oh. This thing is thinly sliced. It's nutty, it's earthy. It's so amazingly satisfying and savory. And it's just perfect in a sandwich with just a little bit of olive oil. That's all you need. And the olive oil used here is so delicious as well. Everywhere I go, I love going to the local grocery stores or department stores or food markets. And I really did enjoy this food experience at Harrods here in London. So I'm gonna finish eating this, then go back to bed. It's still quite early. And then the start of a new food day. And as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Until we eat again, see you later.